This lesson is about mean and how to find it and what it is. The mean is the average of the numbers. So you guys a lot of times have probably heard people say, what is the average of these numbers? But in 6th grade, we're going to use the word mean. So just remember, mean means average. So kind of what number is in the middle. If you think about average, you may have heard people say his average, or I'm sorry, batting average, someone's batting average is an average of how well they've hit. The average temperature of Kentucky, you may have heard people also say that. So again, you guys are probably used to hearing the word average, but we're now going to call this mean. I also want to point out that mean is a central measure. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but for today's lesson, just understand that mean is the average of the number. So I'm going to go over just a couple problems with you. You will be giving a set of data. So I'm looking at this set here. I have 8, 8, 5, 6, 9, 7, 3, and 6. So how do I find mean? What you're going to do is you're going to add all the numbers up, and then you're going to divide by how many numbers there are. So I'm simply going to take my calculator and I'm going to type in these numbers. So I'm going to add them together. 8 plus 8 plus 5 plus 6 plus 9 plus 7 plus 3 plus 6. And when I add them together, I get 52. So I'm going to write down 52. And then I'm going to divide that by how many numbers there are. So I'm going to simply count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 numbers. So I'm going to do 52 divided by 8. So if it's to my calculator, I'm going to divide that by 8. And I'm going to get 6.5. So the mean of this first set of numbers here would be 6.5. So looking at these, 6.5 is kind of in the middle of these numbers. So that does make sense for the mean. I'm going to do another one here for you. Look at this data set here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add these numbers up. So again, I'm going to take my calculator. I'm going to do 12 plus 9 plus 13 plus 21 plus 15. And I will get 70. I'm going to write 70. And I'm going to divide that by how many numbers there are. So again, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm dividing the two. So 70 divided by 5 gives me 14. So the mean of this set of numbers right here would be 14. Okay, let's do another set here. First thing I'm going to do to find the mean or the average is I'm going to add all these numbers up. So 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6. And I'm going to get 48. So I'm going to put 48 here. Now, I want to say one thing. There are duplicate numbers in here. See how there's like 2 5s there. There's another 5 there. What else? There's a 6 here and a 6 there. Even though there's duplicates, you still need to add all those numbers in. So again, I added them together and I got 48. And then I'm going to divide by how many numbers there are. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to divide this by 10. So you can use a calculator. 48 divided by 10 should give you 4 8/10. So the mean or the average of this set of numbers right here is 4 8/10. I divided by 10. Again, just because there's duplicate numbers, you still need to include those when you count how many numbers there are. It's the total amount of numbers. Okay, one more just to make sure we got it. We have the data set that has 15, 24, 18, 24, 15, and 12. I'm going to add them together. I want to find the sum of them. 4 plus 15 plus 12. And I get 108. And then I'm going to divide that by how many numbers there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So 108 divided by 6 is 18. Okay, again, this is over how to find the mean of a set of numbers. And again, mean is the average of the numbers. Add them all up and divide by how many numbers there are.